Right now, as we speak, the most sophisticated military surveillance network in the history of mankind is tracking a single target. If you go to YouTube or Google Trends in the United States at this exact moment, you will see one search term dominating everything else: the Santa Tracker. It seems like a fun holiday tradition, but when you actually peel back the layers, what is happening behind the scenes is genuinely incredible. We are looking at a massive operation involving satellites, fighter jets, and thousands of volunteers. But the question is, why does the US military spend millions of dollars in resources to track a sleigh? And perhaps more importantly, between the two major trackers, NORAD and Google, which one is actually telling the truth about his location? To understand what is happening on your screen right now, we have to go back to a mistake that happened exactly 70 years ago. It is a story that most people get wrong. It started in 1955, at the height of the Cold War. The United States and the Soviet Union were on high alert. The organization that would later become NORAD was monitoring the skies for nuclear bombers. One night in December, the red phone rang at the Continental Air Defense Command Center. This was the top-secret hotline that was only supposed to ring if the president or a four-star general was calling to announce an attack. The commander on duty, Colonel Harry Shoup, picked up the phone, expecting a national crisis. Instead, he heard a tiny voice on the other end asking, "Is this Santa Claus?" It turned out that a local department store had printed a Call Santa hotline number in a newspaper advertisement, but they had printed the wrong number. They had accidentally published the top-secret number for the Nuclear Defense Command Center. Instead of hanging up, Colonel Shoup played along. He told his radar operators to scan the skies for a sleigh, and just like that, a tradition was born. Fast forward to 2025, and this operation has evolved into a technological beast. Let's talk about the technology you are looking at on the live stream. How does NORAD actually track him? According to their official technical breakdown, they use a four-layered system. The first layer is the North Warning System. This is a powerful radar array stretching across the northern border of North America. This is the first line of defense that picks up the initial launch when the sleigh lifts off from the North Pole. Once he is in the air, the second layer kicks in: satellites. These are geosynchronous satellites situated 22,000 miles above the Earth. These satellites are equipped with infrared sensors designed to detect heat. Usually, they are looking for the heat signature of a rocket launch, but tonight they are tuned to a specific frequency. According to NORAD flight engineers, the nose of the lead reindeer emits an infrared signature similar to a missile launch, which allows the satellites to lock on and track the flight path with pinpoint accuracy. The third layer involves visual confirmation. In the United States and Canada, fighter pilots actually scramble jets to escort the sleigh. We are talking about F-15, F-16, and F-22 Raptors. These pilots often report that despite their supersonic speeds, they have trouble keeping up with the target. This brings us to the big debate happening online right now. If you open two tabs on your browser, one with NORAD and one with Google, you will notice something strange. They show Santa in different locations. This confuses people every single year. Why would the military radar show him over France, while Google shows him over Germany? The answer lies in the algorithms. Google has been running their own tracker since 2004. Their approach is very Silicon Valley. They treat the sleigh like a car on Google Maps. Their algorithm calculates the most efficient route between cities based on population density and traffic data. It is a logical calculated approach. NORAD, however, claims to use live radar data. They argue that Santa does not take the most efficient route. He relies on air currents and jet streams, which makes his flight path unpredictable. NORAD often jokes that they are tracking the reality, while Google is predicting the probability. But there is also the sheer scale of the speed involved. Have you ever stopped to think about the physics required for what you are watching? To deliver gifts to every eligible household in the world, the sleigh has to travel at approximately 650 miles per second. That is about 3,000 times the speed of sound. At that speed, the sleigh isn't just flying, it is essentially warping time. This is another reason why it is so difficult to pinpoint his exact location on a 2D map. Relativistic physics suggests that at those speeds, time moves slower for the passenger than it does for us watching on the ground. This is why the counters on the screen are moving so fast. If you look at the gifts delivered counter, it is a blur. That is not a glitch. It is a representation of the immense logistical operation happening in the blink of an eye. So what should you be looking for as you watch the tracker tonight? First, keep an eye on the Where to Next indicator. This helps you plan your evening. If you are in the United States, you usually have a few hours of buffer time while he sweeps through Europe and the Atlantic Ocean. The flight path almost always moves from east to west, following the darkness. Second, pay attention to the Easter eggs. On the Google tracker, the visual style changes as he enters different countries. The landscape shifts, the architecture on the map updates, and even the local music changes. It is a geography lesson disguised as a video game. On the NORAD stream, listen to the commentary. They often have military personnel giving situation reports that sound incredibly serious. They treat the arrival of the sleigh with the same gravity as an alien invasion or a diplomatic summit. It is also worth noting the community aspect of this. If you look at the live chat on any of these streams, you will see a global roll call. People from India, Brazil, Australia, the UK, and the US are all checking in simultaneously. In a digital world that often feels divided, this is one of the few moments where the entire internet is focused on the exact same positive event at the exact same time. So, here is my recommendation for the best viewing experience tonight. Keep the NORAD map open for the official location. It feels more grounded and realistic. But keep the Google tracker open for the games and the village aesthetic. They complement each other perfectly. And a quick tip for the parents watching: the tracker is heavily buffered. Just because the map says he is 5 minutes away, that doesn't mean you have 5 minutes. The radar delay means he could be closer than you think. As we wrap this up, the map shows him approaching the coastline. The gift counter is ticking over, and the fighter jets are in position for the escort mission. Whether you are watching for the technology, the history, or just the magic of it all, it is undeniably impressive. I want to know from you guys in the comments, which tracker do you trust more? The military precision of NORAD or the data algorithms of Google? Let me know down below. Make sure to subscribe if you want more deep dives into trending topics. I hope you have a fantastic holiday. Keep your eyes on the skies, and I will see you in the next video.